Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a video I have been wanting to have for you guys for the longest. I have dupe videos for you guys. I'm trying to bring them back. I know I used to do them often and it was mainly with HUDA beauty palettes, which that's a dupe we have for you guys today. If you don't like dupe videos, alternative makeup, this is not the video for you. If you do like them, let's jump right in. I have for you guys today, and excuse my hot Cheeto Dorito tongue, the dupe to the HUDA Beauty Empowered palette. This is one of my favorite palettes and I have continued to use it since I bought it. It's the perfect warm everyday palette for me personally, and I love it. You can do very glam makeup, you can do very simple, you can do very smoky makeup, and it has the warmth in that orange. That burnt orange is absolutely gorgeous. And this is the palette we're duping today. The dupe I found for it, which is from a brand that is known to dupe a lot of HUDA beauty palettes and other palettes, is Alter Ego. And look at this palette. The gradient in it is just gorgeous. I love that they chose to do their own individual packaging and not like identical to the HUDA beauty palettes, because it's your own thing in this palette. So here we go. These are the colors, which are literally the same and look very, very similar. I'm not gonna say identical. People are gonna come for me, but very similar to the colors in the HUDA beauty palette. Now here they are side by side so you guys can have a look. They are very, very similar. The HUDA Beauty palette retails for $69, so it's definitely up there in price. And the Mirage palette retails for $24, which is a significant difference in both palettes on price. And I do have a discount code with them. They used to send me their palettes before, but this one, I'm letting you guys know, I purchased it myself. The day that this launched, I was on the website because I was like, finally a dupe to this palette, which has been my favorite. So I picked this up myself and a few other things. But if you guys would like to save even more coin and bring that $24 price lower, then my code's right here and it will be in the discount in the description down below. Now, for me, I'm just going to let you guys know I want to make these dupe videos quicker for you guys. So I will focus more on letting you know my experience with the palette, and now that I've tried them for a while, how they work, if they are very similar and comparable, and basically more for me, if you see the colors in the palettes and they're similar and they go on similar on the eyes, that's what makes a good dupe. I don't really care or look too much into the grams in these shadows versus the grams in these shadows. For me, it's more based off, do they look similar? Do they look the same? Can I use both palettes and do a look that I can go out and no one's going to know that I'm wearing two different palettes? That's a dupe for me. If it's more affordable, even better. And this is definitely affordable compared to this. Now, I am a lover of HUDA beauty palettes, so I have continued to purchase them throughout the years, and I have continued to find and look for dupes for them because I know not everyone wants to spend the $69 price mark, or not everybody can. Sometimes some people don't care about the brand and they just want the colors inside because they're beautiful. This is where this comes in. I know some people get crazy about dupes, and I think that's why I kind of pushed away from doing them. But if you're not interested, just don't watch the video. If you don't care for dupes, don't click on the video. So with that being said, let's jump right into the demo. now that you guys see the demo and the colors from these palettes at work side by side, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on these palettes being a dupe for this palette, being a dupe for this palette? If you are looking into splurging, if you want to treat yourself, if you are looking to add this palette in your Christmas wish list, I recommend this palette. I totally love this palette. I think it works amazing. The golds, yes, definitely have a little work to them. I wouldn't recommend you applying the golds in the Huda Beauty palette or the shimmer shades, for that matter, with a brush, because it just doesn't pick up the product. I've tried with other of her palettes and all her shimmers are always like that. So it's kind of something that I already know, but if you don't know that, this might be your first Huda Beauty palette, that's something to know. Definitely the best pigment on these shimmers that you can get is using your finger. There's no other way. I already tried silicone brushes. I tried flat brushes. I tried different colored hair brushes to see if a synthetic or real hair would work, and it just doesn't. You wet the brush, you still have to dig into the product, and then it becomes a mess and you ruin the eyeshadows. Because at the same time, even though you can use your finger, when you put in the brushes, it's more delicate, I feel like, the shimmer shades, especially these gold ones, which are the ones that I use the most. So with that being said, I definitely recommend that you stick to applying the shimmer shades from the Huda Beauty palettes in general, all her palettes, with your finger. Now the Mirage palettes and previous Alter Ego palette dupes that I've tried, you can apply this with a silicone brush, with a regular brush, with a synthetic brush, with your finger, with the wet brush. With the wet brush, I can assure you 100% that the shimmer in these shimmer shades, it just pops even more. So that is definitely a plus on this palette, a big plus, especially for the price. I know Huda Beauty shimmer shadows are very popular. Some people love them though, and some people don't. I love them, but only if I apply them with my finger. I already tried, and the amount of times I've done this look so that I can test out these palettes side by side, this is like my fourth or fifth look, using this exact same eyeshadows so that I can see how good and how much they last. They last equally the same, which is perfect in my book. The shimmers, I would say, are a little bit better to work with from the Alter Ego palette, but the shimmer pop when you use your finger from the Huda Beauty are just gorgeous. So to what I was saying, if you want to splurge, want to treat yourself, this is an amazing palette and I 100% recommend it. I'm not saying that this is a bad palette by any means. Just like if you don't care about the brand, you don't want to spend $69, you can't. This is an amazing, amazing dupe. The mattes in this are so creamy. I was shook because compared to this at $69, and to have the mattes be so creamy and blend so effortlessly, girl, $24. I think for our first dupe, this is amazing. Amazing. Recommend both palettes equally, and I loved having this video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you're excited to see more dupe videos, if you would like me to bring them back. I have a few other palettes that I have found dupes for. I think another Huda Beauty palette and the Tati Beauty palette that was discontinued. I found a dupe for it too. So let me know your thoughts on that. I have a few face like primers and foundation dupes that I have also found. So I'm excited to bring that back to you guys and bring it back to the channel because I feel like I just lost motivation. I feel like I go through that a lot, losing motivation on what videos to bring. I'm just going to keep doing my thing, and if it inspires me, like dupes inspire me to bring them for you guys, that's what I will have for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support, and like always, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.